Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Shadyology. Hello there, YouTube. It is I, your unfriendly neighborhood Skeletor. And today, I, Skeletor, am going to react to a pretty highly requested retro cartoon. And that is The New Adventures of He-Man. Now, I, Skeletor, must confess that I actually never watched this series. Not even one episode. I even saw the commercials for the toys at the time. And I said, no, I'll pass. At the time, it was just far too different for me to care about, but it's never too late to give it a chance. After seeing what they've done to He-Man since, with Masters of the Universe Revelation, the new CGI series, which I actually kind of like, but bears no actual resemblance to the original series at all, how bad could this series actually be by comparison? So I finally decided to give it a shot. So this is going to be Skeletor watches it for the very first time. Anyway, enough of my blathering. Let's watch this thing, shall we?
My name is Adam of Grayskull.
This thing just started and it's already hilarious. I thought Kevin Smith's He-Man made Adam look effeminate. This one they gave him full-fledged pigtails. Already off to a hilarious start, I'd say.
When good is threatened by the power of Eternia,
So he went from a girl with pigtails to looking like Flash Gordon. See, this is why when I first saw this, I was like, nah, not for me.
I was summoned to the future by the last of mankind.
He was summoned to the future by the last of mankind. For the future to be that horrible, he must not have done a very good job of protecting the present.
Defend them in their hour need.
So he goes to the future to protect the future, but leaves the present open to villains like me to conquer the world? Not that I'm complaining. I mean, by all means, go to the future, He-Man. That falls right into my plan. That suits me just fine. I'm just saying, it doesn't sound like a very bright move.
But my old enemy, Skeletor, followed me.
Why would I do that? That just sounds asinine. And why am I ahead of a planet right now? Do I own this planet now? Is this Skeletor planet? Because I'll tell you, I don't want to end up like the little prince on a planet. I don't even care if it looks like me. There's no way I'm getting HBO Max on that rock.
Now, here in the future, he has found new allies to help him in his never-ending fight.
Which, let me tell you, it's not easy. I'm trying very desperately in this world to find new minions. And let me tell you, good bad help is extremely hard to find.
I, too, have found new brave friends. Thus, with the power of the good, we struggle against the forces of darkness. Good against evil.
I would have thought that by this time they would have had shades of grey. Good against evil. I mean, come on. When are they ever going to give me a story where they give you my side of it? Sure, they give you Thanos' motivation, but me, they just give me a haphazard, I'm just evil for the sake of evil. Give me some nuance, will you? I deserve that.
The battle continues.
The new He-Man Power Sword.
Cool! It makes sound!
So does your butt, but I'm sure that doesn't impress anyone either.
Skeletor!
The Power Sword.
Could someone check the opacity in this commercial? Why am I see-through here? Am I a ghost in this world?
Makes 8 action sounds.
Why do I have Marge Simpson hair? What's going on here? Come on, me! If you can't even defeat a little child, what hope do you have against He-Man?
It lights up with power.
That's right, show that kid who's boss. Show no mercy!
You will be a hero.
Wow, this commercial's got more action in it than the entirety of Amazon's Rings of Power series. And more fun as well.
And Power Sword. Send for a He-Man video for 99 cents and postage with specially marked vehicles.
That was rather annoying. First I have to contend with defeating He-Man. Now I got children beating me up. I get no respect, I tell you. A new beginning. Is this like the ozone layer now in the future, or is this a force field? What exactly is this here? Or is this just the pollution? They always start these shows with beautiful sunshine and harp music. Just once I want to see some volcanic activity and explosions to start a show.
Come back! here.
What the hell? Is that some kind of bunny chicken? This is disturbing. Look at the paws on this thing. And then this kid went and tackled him. You're mine now, chicken bunny. Why did the chicken bunny cross the road? I'm not sure exactly, but I'm betting it has to do with this kid.
All right, I give up.
Jessie! Okay, little one. You've had enough fun with Kaz.
Okay, little one. When am I going to tell him who his real father is?
Teach me how to do that, Jessie.
Someday,
It's simple. They'll listen to you more if you stop abusing them.
when you're older.
I want to do stuff now, like fight the mutants.
He went from trying to call a bunny to fighting mutants. That's quite the big leap there. When you're older, I'll teach you to call bunnies. But I'll teach you how to fight mutants right now.
Pow, 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 pow.
You don't have to
How adorable. A young homicidal maniac.
fight, Kaz. The shield protects us. We have nothing to fear.
Already you know you've got stuff to fear. 3 sons? That place must be scorchingly hot.
This is Raw speaking. We are go for attack on Primus.
So my base is now a big skull meteor in the sky. Well, at least I've moved up in the world. Literally.
Set our course. Go, son.
What are the voices in it? Oh, son! Why are my minions the most ridiculous voices ever?
You made final computations. Yes, Log. Based on all data, this attack's finally bring down Primus' shield.
Take that, Bossfield. Well, at least my minions are more competent in the future. You know, I'm not sure if I'm watching a He-Man episode or an episode of Voltron. Keep in mind, I'm a big fan of Voltron, so it might not be a bad thing.
And now, your time runs out, Primus.
Was this voice actor gargling when he read the script? I mean, what is he even saying here?
The mutants are attacking again.
Don't worry. It'll be over soon.
Don't worry, we have our bunnies to protect us.
It'll never be over, not until we fight the mutants face to face and beat them.
Don't say that. Fighting has been outlawed for 1,000 touts.
Don't say that. We shouldn't fight back. We just play dead like we always do. They come here, we play dead, they rape and pillage us, and they go home. Just keep doing it. It's a system we're comfortable with.
Come quickly.
I have to go. He's calling me.
I guess this means our date is off.
At least this show predicted how dating would be in the future. They got it dead on.
There will be other days.
What she didn't know was he had 5 other women he was Zoom calling at the same time. You snooze, you lose.
The work has been rewarded, Mara. I knew I was right about the time portal. I knew the answer would come from the past.
She then says, who let this homeless bum in?
I'm glad, but you must rest. You've been working too hard, Master Sebrian.
You've been sitting there doing nothing, working too hard, Master Segrabarian.
There's time for that later.
Is there time to groom your unseemly eyebrows there? No, seriously, take the time off to groom your unruly and unkempt eyebrows there. Try giving your nose hair a trim or two as well.
You must go to the inner council and let them know humanity still stands a chance.
Just then, humanity died.
Break off the attack. We have failed.
What? Why would you give up so early? It looked like you were actually winning. Well, it seems like my minions give up just as easily as they did in the past. That's discouraging.
Shall return. We will attack again and again and again and...
Take it easy there, Pee-wee.
Again and again and again and again.
And then it will be the end of the human race.
Your great minds have maintained the...
When did I ever want the end of the human race? That's never been a motivation of mine. I wanted to control the human race. What good is it to be in charge of a race that no longer exists? Its motivation is nonsensical.
protective shield,
Oh, it's Sierra's Palace here, everyone.
keeping our world peaceful and unchallenged. But as your numbers shrink from attack, the shield weakens. It cannot take another attack.
Well, don't tell that to the villains, because they don't seem to know that. They gave up with no resistance at all.
Have you come to tell us the end is near?
To the contrary, a great event is coming. Soon the past and the future will meet.
Why is he walking around with a coat rack? I am the powerful coat rack. Please, strangers, lay your hat and coat on my amazing rack.
In the distant past, there was the power of the good and the way of the magic. We have the means.
There that old man goes, rambling again. The power of the good and the way of the magic. Isn't it past his bedtime?
What do you propose?
We go to the past and find that power and bring it here to fight the mutants.
So you guys have a time machine, and that's the best you could come up with? At least Terminator had a better plan than that. Just go back in time and defeat the enemies before they got started. It's that simple.
It may be our only chance to save ourselves.
This must be the future Twitter in their universe. Right now they're just calling each other names, trolling each other, wishing each other would drop dead, and it continues this way until Elon Musk buys them out.
It is the decision of the Inner Council that you, our leader, be
Must seek help immediately.
allowed to send a mission to the past. Our prayers are with you, Cyprian.
All right, so now let me give you this straight. So these guys have the power to go back and forth through time. They have a shield. They seem to have a really highly technological society. It seems like they're pretty much a very powerful race, so I don't understand why they're having such a hard time defeating a group of space mutants who can't even get through one shield. And it seems like the only reason they can't is because they don't allow violence anymore or something like that. So then we're gonna go into the past, get a hero to come to the present so that he may be violent? I don't understand this.
Mutants at 12 o'clock!
Okay, check that. They do allow violence, apparently. Space violence, maybe.
Got him, Flipshot!
This flight simulator's great! Yeah, we beat those space...
Oh, it was a video game. Oh, well, that makes sense. The PlayStations are way bigger than ours.
Captain Hydra, Thebria needs to see you and Flipshot at once. He has a mission for you. A very dangerous mission.
We need you to trim Grandpa's nose hair. One of you may not make it.
Oh, what?
Don't tell me you're scared, Flipshot.
Yeah, you chicken. Bark, 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 bark. What, you don't want this dangerous mission that might threaten your life? That I didn't even tell you the details of yet? Nah, what are you coward, you chicken? Bark, bark, bark.
Scared? Me? Of course not.
Then why is there urine dripping down your leg? You fool.
It gives me great pleasure to present the time vessel, invented by myself, which I have named the Alcon 1.
Why do I not believe that this is the type of guy that can invent time travel? I just don't see Doc Brown in this guy. He's more like a game show host type.
He's joking, of course, since we all know it was I who invented the Quasi-Image Beamoids. They're the,
What in blue blazes is this guy talking about? Is he talking out of his big nose? Because I can't make out a word. This guy sounds like he went to the Biden School for Speeches.
oh, the heart of the vessel.
Just 2 months ago.
The king of the trolls here. The character designs are absurd.
They were begging me, please, Gabble. You've got to help us. You're the only one who can invent it.
Can someone invent this guy a comb for his hair?
Now, of course, they're trying to take all the credit. Next thing you know, Maldoc will be saying,
This guy's so loud even Sam Kinison is saying, can you please keep it down?
he's gonna see some action, goddammit, put a helmet on him. He invented it.
What? You all know perfectly well that I...
These guys are worse than the Three Stooges here. Larry, Moe, Curly, and Shemp. We're supposed to believe that they invented time travel? The new adventures of He-Man, everyone. Non-stop moronic action.
Quite enough. My calculations show this is the precise spot where the time hole will appear.
You've been saying that for the last 5 years. I don't buy it anymore, old man. I've had enough of your conspiracies.
I applaud your courage, Captain Hydron and Flipshot, but be careful. Time travel has never been attempted before.
Really? You're really risking a lot, though, I'd say. These morons going back, screwing with time. You've seen Back to the Future. For all you know, they go back in time and screw things up so bad that by the time they get to the future, it's all horrible and woke. Trust me, you don't want any of that.
The fate of Primus depends upon your success. You only have a short time in the past. You must hurry.
Why give them a time restriction? They got a time machine. You're gonna rush them to find a champion? You never know who they'll bring back. You go all that way, come back, and then, oh no! We brought Kanye West! But he said he was a certified genius! Well, he lied! We're screwed now!
They aren't here yet.
Well, at least in this episode, the good guys are just as much fools as the villains. So it seems a bit more even.
Our hopes and our prayers are with you.
We won't let you down.
That's all we're going to give you, hopes and prayers. We're not giving you weapons or any further instruction on where to find this hero, just our hopes and prayers. If I was them, I'd go back to the past and say, you know what, I like it here better. See you later.
The great event!
So they have the Super Bowl as well? Are they in pain or is that just an orgasm? Oh, it was all just a dream. And they find out this is just a simulator.
It didn't work. We didn't go anywhere.
I called it. I should write my own cartoons.
Just as I was getting... Oh!
I thought that was going to be a prank pulled on them by that old man and those bungling scientists. They're like pointing their fingers after they fall. Ah, you fell for it, you morons. You don't have time travel, you boobs.
And what have we got here? Mud turtles? A stranger. Let's be friendly to him.
It's a stranger who's been laughing at us and calling us names. Let's be friendly to them. They're going to be eaten alive in this world.
We're Hydron and Flipshot. We've come from the future, seeking the power of the good in the way of the magic. Take them!
They're like, it's another religious cult. Seize them. Lock them away forever. The last thing we need is another Tom Cruise here.
Bring them to Snake Mountain!
Time to make a human centipede. Bring out the gimp.
Skeletor may have a use for them.
What? I have no use for these fools. Why would you bring them to me? Bring me the ship, not them. I might have use for that. Hey, look, it's Matthew McConaughey, man. By the power of all right.
Amen. Amen.
Yes, Kathleen Turner?
Sorceress?
I have had a vision. Future of humanity depends on you.
Hasn't it always depended on me, sorceress? You're not telling me anything I don't already know.
The future? How can that be? I am of this time.
Yes, I only defend the present. I have no influence on the future at all.
Present and future have already met.
And they can't get along. Yet they must go on a date. You must chaperone them.
You must journey to the future to save mankind and preserve all of humanity.
You mean like what I'm doing right now on this planet at this time? Why does this make sense there, sorceress? Please tell me.
But I have family and friends here. And how can I make this journey anyway?
Your family and friends are the ones that want you to go. They're tired of you walking around with no shirt.
You are the chosen one. Go. Save the future.
Again, these are all things he's doing in the present. Why don't you go, sorceress? You're doing nothing anyway. Get your hands dirty once in a while. Too busy up in the castle watching Oprah? The Kardashians? What?
Someone is already here looking for you.
Hey, Snake Mountain looks the same. At least that's something semi-familiar.
They may be telling the truth, Skeletor. They do not look or speak like they are of our...
Wow, Merman has really let himself go. What's going on here? Who the hell is this, Lamb Man?
time.
And they say their planet is under attack.
What the hell is this? What do I look like here? What's going on with my face? Why am I cross-eyed? In fact, why do I have eyeballs at all? It looks like I just found a pair of eyes at random and just stuffed them into my sockets. And they're all googly, going around in circles because they don't fit properly. What is this, a helmet, or is this some weird hairpiece I got on? I look like a moron. What happened to me throughout these years?
A mutant? That the shield which protects them is weakening?
Yes, Skeletor!
No, and that's my voice. Suddenly I talk like this. What is going on here? That's not me. This is actually quite disturbing to me. Yeah.
They claim to be an advanced race, but have no weapons with which to defend themselves.
And we found them in the mud, in which we had to help them out of. But I take their word for it.
A people who can build travel through time, yet are unable.
A people who could build a travel through time? You don't want to take that take again? No? Just keep going? Okay.
To defend themselves. I like that.
It's almost enough to make even me smile. I think I will.
What? I'm always smiling. That's my thing. I smile. I'm laughing. I laugh at everything.
Smile. Did I tell you to smile? You don't breathe unless I tell you to.
Now stop breathing. Well, at least I'm still abusive to my minions. At least that hasn't changed.
In fact, stop breathing.
I didn't say take a deep breath. I just said stop breathing immediately. Let's try that again.
Just to show you what a good mood I'm in, you may breathe.
Now fart.
Andros, you've locked up these young men who come from the future seeking our help.
I can't take my voice seriously. It's too serious to take seriously. The face just does not match the voice.
Please, and accept our apologies. I'm Skeletor, this planet's original good person.
If they buy this, they're bigger fools than I thought. How can you look at that face and say, nah, that's a hero? It's not a face anyone should trust.
You have to understand, we get a lot of bad people around here who pretend to be good.
Why does this Skeletor sound like William Shatner now? Spark, there's people out there who pretend to be good. There's something on the wing, something.
But I can tell you boys are good like me. Somehow I didn't think good would look like this.
Maybe you should have thought that and not said it out loud in front of his face.
We could use your help, Gun Primus. Say no more.
You'll come to our time and help us?
It's the very least I can do.
Why would I agree to that? Even if this is true. My goal is to conquer Eternia. Capture Castle Grayskull's power for my own. Not flee to some other time. It doesn't make sense.
This was easier than I thought. For you and me both.
This goat man thinking, I think Skeletor was hitting on me. I thought he only liked me as a friend.
Clean white shirt, tie a knot, add some color. What you got? Tie-dye Barbie. Look at that.
Why not? There's everything else, Barbie. Why not tie-dye Barbie?
Making art never ends. We made her way cooler.
Why do they always make these girls seem like they're so cool when they're playing with toys? They don't do that to the boys. The boys just play with toys and they get into adventures and stuff. Girls are always like, aren't we cool? We're playing with toys. Check out my tie-dye Barbie. Girls, aren't I cool? They're like, no, you're not.
Pink and purple. Don't forget blue. Make a statement. Tie-dye rule. Tie-dye cool.
Maybe I should get into tie-dye. Tie-dye Skeletor. Then I could be just as cool as these girls.
Possible with Barbie. Tie-dye Barbie doll and friends each come with 3 markers and 2 shirts. Markers may stain some fabrics. Dolls.
Mattel will take no responsibility for any permanent marking on your face or clothes.
And now you understand, Mother and Father, why
I want to be a girl.
I must leave you.
We'll miss you terribly, Adam.
The king and queen put up no resistance at all. Like, okay, Adam, we'll miss you. See you later. We're tired of looking at your pigtails all day.
We're proud you will be the defender of good in the future.
Not like right now where you're doing absolutely nothing. The king is like, are you serious, woman? King Randolph seems to be the only guy who looks like himself here.
Is your destiny.
This destiny weighs heavily upon my heart, Mother.
The queen's like, you're still here?
You must hurry, Prince Adam. People have come from the future looking for you.
Adam's like, will you stop rushing me? I'm not doing anything important except for, saying goodbye to my parents forever. Back off, lady.
Skeletor has fooled them into believing he is you.
By the power of Grayskull,
What? That does not look a thing like He-Man. At least before he had a full armor on his chest. Now he's gone full out McConaughey. Well, at least he's wearing pants. I guess that's an improvement. King Randor, however, still is not wearing any pants. He's still wearing the same outfit as he did before. Everything changed but Randor.
He-Man, you? My son?
you have made me so proud, Adam.
Now we need you to stay, because we didn't know you were He-Man. We only said you should go because we just thought you were Adam, lollygaggering, mooching from our fridge every day. Now that we know you're He-Man, you can't go, you fool. We need you too much here.
Eternia will have prosperity and joy for all time. It shall be a land without Skeletor.
What? There was other threats besides me, you fool. Yes, I was a big threat, but not the only one.
Son's legacy.
Or legacy.
Journey's in. Skeletor! Not him again. This man is nothing but trouble. Believe me.
He's not even wearing a shirt. I mean, look at those unsightly nipples. We call him McConaughey Man. Get him.
All right.
Wary of him, time travelers. He is evil.
Who are you going to believe? Me, a guy named Skeletor with a skeleton face? Or him, a guy who looks like the Duke brothers?
Me? The evil? Do you take these men for fools?
You are the fool, Skeletor, for thinking you could pose as the good.
You know, you could come closer and talk to them. You don't have to shout from miles away. Suck rocks, He-Man. Nice one, He-Man. That boulder had 1 day left till retirement. And you say you're the good guy.
Oh, powerful. But which is the good?
The time hole! It's beginning to close! We'll take them both!
If you had the power to just capture them both, then maybe you didn't need them to begin with. I don't understand this. No, just capture them both and force them to do our bidding.
Let's do it!
Are they cattle prodding them onto the ship? What is going on here? And how did they get both on the ship at the same time without them noticing? Just absurd. They just tackled He-Man and He-Man just allowed that? Hey, watch where you're putting your hands there. Look at my mountain. It's filled with sunshine and goodness. That's horrible. You're telling me Evil Len turned good? What happened to Evil Len and Beastman anyway? I want to know. Since when did I start hanging out with goats? So the goat men just gave up after I left? Or did they just decide to feng shui Snake Mountain? Nah. You've all been gone for 40 years, and we've been standing here waiting the whole time. I wonder, have they been gone for like a split second or something?
You brought two with you.
So they've been fighting that whole time while they were in there? You would have thought that would have destroyed the time machine. At this point, I wouldn't believe that any of those two were good.
You brought two with you. One the good and the other the magic.
Only one has the good and the magic.
But which?
I remember that film, The Good, the Bad, and the Magic. Or was it something else?
The mutants! They've made it through the shield!
Now, if only we had a time machine to go back in time to stop this.
We've got them! Crush them! Destroy them!
Obliterate them! Demolish them! Make them our wives! I guess the evil villain soap opera was over. Didn't really take long for them to destroy the shield. Well, at least we know their aim's no better than the average stormtrooper. So there is hope for that.
Time for you nice folks to meet the real Skeletor.
I, Skeletor, destroyer of trees. Sure, even you have to show me up even there, right? I make the tree fall and you have to destroy it. Always try to show me up.
Now we know who's who.
They're both evil. They both hate trees.
They attack again.
Don't miss them this time!
We went to the school for Top Gun. Don't mess with us. Quick, shoot for his sword.
Indeed you do.
They're deflecting our attack!
Well, at least in this world, I seem to be good at hopscotch. That's about it.
Land and take them! I want the prisoners!
I need them for my petting zoo.
Take Drissy and Mara to the tubes.
But the mutants are landing. He is only one man.
He was the one man you thought was going to defeat the army in the first place. Let's give him that chance. And does this world have absolutely no other warriors? Like, what's going on here? It's not like they brought a fleet of thousands. There's like 5 ships. That's not really an imposing force for an entire planet.
He is no ordinary man.
He is the nippleless one. Bow down to the nippleless one. We call him McConaughey-Man.
All right.
He is the one.
He's Keanu Reeves? Now that explains the lack of muscle mass.
Now take Drissy and Mara.
But what about you, Master Sebrian?
I will raise
A herd of sheep to be my wives.
small shield for myself. Now go to safety.
You must go now. I need alone time with my hand. Why did villains always aim for his sword? He doesn't actually really move his sword all that much. It's just like bang, bang, bang. It's in the same spot. He just turns the sword around to make it look all fancy. I always tell my minions, go around him, surround him, shoot him from different angles. And try not to hit each other, will you? Those were quite impressive jumps, because they were pretty far away. Talk about telegraphing your moves, bunch of fools. Ah, what the hell? Where did I just realized where I paused it. Ah. Quick, press play. Well, that looked like fun. Whee! That beatdown looked a lot more fun than it should have been.
Enough of this! To the pond!
What? Giving up already? These bunch of bungling morons seem worse than my bunch of bungling morons. These cowards definitely need a Skeletor to lead them. But I'm not sure about that Skeletor. Nor this one either. I just can't take this face seriously. I know this is like a helmet, but for some reason it looks like Jerry Curl or something. It's like he's wearing a wig, and this face looks like he's played by Jim Carrey in The Mask. It's like I almost expect him to say, ooh, somebody stop me smoking.
Smoking!
Look, Ma! I'm roadkill!
Tom Cruise, where did you come from? No, wait, never mind, it's just Skeletor.
Who are you?
A friend, going along for the ride.
I just can't take that voice.
Hey, He-Man, how is everything? How are you doing?
Who thought this was a good idea? Who watched the old He-Man and said, you know what, we're gonna make Skeletor sound more like Larry from accounting? Why? Anybody making this show actually watch the original He-Man? Because I actually doubt it.
Hi, I'm Skeletor. How are you? How's everything? Oh, wonderful.
I went from an 80s supervillain to an 80s rich douchebag villain. No, hate it.
They flee! It is done!
They flee. No, they fled. It's past. They already flowed. They fleed. They already flew away. While you were too busy talking to your hand in that bubble.
First battle has been won! The first victory is ours!
Ours? Who's ours? You did nothing. McConaughey-man's like, nah, I'm gonna go back to my world. This world sucks. You're on your own, old man.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
You are the one I sent for.
And you are the leader of this planet?
Is he, though? I mean, I'm not sure. Or is he just self-proclaiming, yes, I'm the leader of this planet? I mean, it was never a vote, but since you're asking, yes, I am. Well, if you don't count my hand. I know this is sudden, but will you marry me? The old man's like, oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? I thought you were He-Man. What's with the pigtails? We don't do pigtails on men in this universe. You're gonna have to go.
Truly, you have great power.
You see a man kneeling with pigtails, and that's what you think? You've got great power? In this world, with great power, comes a great sense of fashion, I guess.
Skeletor cannot know of this.
Then from this day on, you are Adam, my nephew, a merchant from Levitan.
But won't Skeletor be suspicious if he sees Prince Adam here in this world now? Hey, Prince Adam, what the hell are you doing here? Wait a minute. Adam's here, He-Man's here, Adam is He-Man. Don't you think he'd put the pieces together, you fools?
I swear I shall defend your planet and your people against all who threaten your freedom.
And your livestock. I know how important your livestock is.
Then this is a great day. Come.
Come, Marty. Where, Doc? Back to the future. Why? Your son, Marty. He becomes an asshole.
We've much to do.
Wow, sparklers. Wonderful. We don't have sparklers in the future. You must be our king now. Could someone tell me why we let this guy in our ship? We didn't have to. Why did we just bring this random faceless guy on our ship?
Something tells me you want to take over that planet down there.
It just doesn't work, right? I mean, you hear him talk and you don't expect that from him. You're like,
hey, how's it going? Yes, you want to take down the thing.
It sounds like he's trying to sell him real estate, not conquer the world.
Well, for a $50,000 deposit, this planet could be yours.
No!
We want to crush Primus.
I want He-Man. Same way you want that planet.
So my objectives changed? I no longer want the power of Castle Grayskull, I just want He-Man. I just want He-Man at all costs. I need him. He's mine. I wanted He-Man out of the way, not He-Man himself. Why would I want He-Man exactly? I proposed to him and he denied me. I shall make him pay. He will be my wife forever. That will show him.
Crushed. Of course, I settle for mangled. I'll help you if you help me. Teach me the ways of this galaxy.
This is the exact same planet as the planet they were on before. We saw Snake Mountain go from, my Snake Mountain to one where Mossman seems to have taken over. So what happens to Castle Grayskull in this world? Does that power no longer exist? And if the power of Castle Grayskull no longer exists in this universe, then how does He-Man get his power? Or does the power of Castle Grayskull have the power to travel through time? Well, I guess it can do whatever the hell you want it to do at this point. Am I wrong? Does none of this actually make any sense?
Teach you how to defeat He-Man. What do you say, Flog?
How can you teach anyone how to defeat He-Man? You've had many years fighting He-Man, and you have yet to defeat him. You're in no position to teach anything. So instead of becoming an evil villain, I'm now just a horrible salesman. Very infuriating. That's why I never watched this show.
Okay, we'll try it, but just remember who's in charge.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Shut up. Well, pretend you're in charge. Look on my face. That's not exactly the face you want to end your first episode on. You kind of want to leave them with a good impression here. Not whatever the hell that is. Meanwhile, on the SS Diarrhea, look at that thing. Who would design such a thing? It looks like old dinosaur excrement. You see the food it even ate? The bones are sticking out of it. I think there's a piece of corn here. Yay! We got our champion here. Now we can leave all the fighting to him and get spend our days on theme park rides. Whee!
Hey, we're not moving. Oh, we're trapped in here.
Take it easy, Flipshot.
Let me out of here! This man has too much gas! Let me out! Take it easy, Flipshot. Just let the fumes engulf you.
Relax. We seem to be stuck. We'll have you go in no time. When there's an emergency, it's easier to work things out when you stay calm.
Well, it's easy for you to say. You're not the one who has to huff your brew. I'd like to see if you would have been just as calm if I had farted.
See?
Let's soak him. Yeah, get him.
No mercy.
You wouldn't shoot the guy in the back now, would ya?
Yes, I would. Without hesitation. Especially if he's wearing a yellow sweater.
Soak him.
No!
Shout and shoot too.
Wow, that was actually pretty cool. I need that device. That would really come in handy. Be able to shoot behind my head like that. Although I wouldn't have water in mine. Some form of acid or pepper spray. Inside a movie theater, people behind me are kicking my seat. And I just spray them from the back. My eyes! Now none of us can see the film in peace, you fools. And if it's a Disney film, you can thank me later.
Fire! Gotcha!
You shot.
Sprayed his mom too. I like this kid. Honey, time for bed. What the hell? Probably not a very popular toy with the parents.
Take a back!
In any direction.
Fire! Now this is what I call back talk. Fire!
Voice-activated multi-directional Shout and Shoot 2. New from Cap Toy.
I like this. I have to buy one. So do they still make this? Because I really want one. While I'm running away from He-Man, I can just squirt him in the back, give him one final insult before I leave. Yes, Skeletor must have. The New Adventures of He-Man. Alright. That was fun. fun. Now, like I said, this is actually my first time ever watching this series, and actually it may not be my last. While it's not very good, it's interesting enough for me to want to watch again. Sometimes there are things that are just so bad that it's actually hilarious. And this is one of those. So bad that it's good type series. I'm going to actually give it a go. However, there is no doubt as to why it was a failure. But let me know, did you guys watch this when you were a child? Did this version of He-Man bring you any nostalgic feelings? Anyway, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Shaneology. Until next time.